Wonderbounders, and welcome back to Not the Adventure Headquarters again. I'm going to have an announcement about that later in the video. But yeah, it's our first vlog update in a long time, and there's a reason for that. Been wanting to do a lot of adventures, and just that is not been happening at all. So kind of kicking things off, we got our last couple of videos out. We were doing the review of our Universal Yums, and we actually filmed our December Universal Yums. I haven't had a chance to edit it or anything, and the reason for that is I have a friend who is planning to borrow Serenity to go on a cross-country road trip, and unfortunately that went very south very quickly. We were going to drive through the mountains of West Virginia in Serenity and meet a friend, old high school friend of mine out in Ohio, and then turn her around and come back, just to give my friend some experience with the van before she took it cross country. The Serenity has had a little bit of transmission issues since we bought her. It's why we were able to get her at the price that we got her. I think I said in a previous video that we literally just paid for a solar setup and got a free van with it, because it's a project vehicle. We'll just leave it at that. But the transmission was holding up. We started having some problems on our way back from Ohio, and we had woken up that morning. We had camped out at a truck rest stop, and we were just hitting the road, and there's this big ka-chunk and nothing. We had to coast to the side of the highway, and turns out the clutch burned up. So that has made it near impossible for us to do any adventures since the beginning of the year, is that we've just not had a vehicle to do it with. The transmission ate up all of our finances. All of our travel funds went to fixing that. But the good news is the transmission is fixed. It was expensive, but it didn't kill us. We had enough money set aside because we knew that was coming. We knew we were going to have to replace it. We were just hoping it was going to happen later in the year. Yeah, so that took up most of January, and in the meantime, I got sick as well. Actually, we both got sick. Just the flu. Get your flu vaccine. But yeah, we were down for about I was down for about 2 weeks, and then Raven was down for about 2 weeks, starting about mid-December. I got better just in time for the road trip to Ohio, and yeah, so that kind of ate up any adventure we were going to go on. December was just the two of us being sick, and then the van breaking down took up January. Yeah, so to add to the health problems, I got sick twice, but then at the end of January I got a freaking kidney stone. Yeah, that sucked really bad. And I learned a lot about kidney stones. So the way kidney stones work, and this is something I learned, is it doesn't hurt the entire time you're passing the stone. What hurts is if it gets stopped moving from your kidney to your bladder, it backs the fluid up and fills your kidney up, and your kidney is filled with, for lack of a better term, a ton of nerve endings. And when it starts to overexpand, that's where the pain comes, until the kidney stone starts moving and your kidney can shrink down to its normal size again. And I had 2 blockages. One the first day that made me go, okay, don't know what that is. That was super painful. Almost dropped me on the floor of the office because I was at work when it happened. And then the second time was like the following morning, and yeah, that sucked. And then I promptly passed it, which was awesome, and it was probably like way TMI. But yeah, that took me out. That entire weekend was just me recovering from that ordeal. I felt a lot of pain. I mean, I was in a motorcycle accident in 2015, and yeah, kidney stone kind of tops the chart on that one. So yeah, so another thing that's been kind of taking up our time, and I don't mean to drop the mood of the video, but got to talk about it. It's a pretty sad time for both of us. is Raven's childhood dog, Ikey, passed away. Yeah, he was having a lot of health problems and they were having a hard time taking care of him, so they asked us to step in, and we were more than happy to. We drove up there and we took him, and we got him eating. We were making some rice and chicken broth and giving him, you know, he was definitely not getting nutrients that he needed. Something was up with him, and so we started taking care of him, getting him as comfortable as possible. We had to wait until Monday for a vet appointment to find out what was going on with him, and so we started to see a little bit of recovery. He was trying to feel better, and then we take him to the vet and find out he has cancer. And you know, he's 13 years old, and you know, at that age, the breed of dog he was, that was pretty normal for him to have developed cancer. But that was a hard time for us. You know, I didn't realize until that last week that he had actually been in my life about 4 or 5 years, which was longer than it felt. You know, but I don't think it ever feels like you're when that happens. I don't think you've ever had your pet. You feel like you've had your pets long enough. So, but yeah, it was hard on me. It was really, really hard on Raven, because, you know, they got him when she was a little kid and he was just a puppy. So he's been around for a really long time. But you know, it was hard. We had to make some hard decisions. You know, we have him cremated. He's up on the kamidama that I keep in our apartment, with pictures of you know, family members that were close to me that have passed away, and my Nana's ashes. So, you know, we've got a nice setup, but yeah, that was hard, and we just had zero motivation following that, and then we've just been getting over that. That was just 2 weeks ago, and then I got sick again. So yeah, so there's that. Not to dwell on that, and I don't want to give emotional whiplash, but we do have one announcement to make before closing this video out, and that is we are moving. Yeah, that's taken up a lot of time too. We are trying to buy a house. There's a certain area that we're looking for that house, and we have to drive quite a distance to talk with realtors and whatnot while we're viewing houses, and that's become a hassle. It's very time consuming. And we would like to make an announcement of where we're moving, but we're going to keep that on the down low for right now until everything's done and over with. But in the meantime, while we're looking for a house, we're getting a new apartment closer to that area, so we don't have to take an entire weekend and try and cram as many house viewings into a single weekend as possible. We can, you know, do it throughout the weeks and help us find a house a little bit faster. So yeah, that's we're really excited about that. We've just started packing. We settled on an actual apartment that we're moving into, and just announced to our current complex that we're going to be out on May 8th. We move into the new apartment on April 30th, I think it is. Yeah, April 30th. Yeah, so that's that big announcement. So yeah, we're moving. So if we don't get any videos up in the meantime, that's probably why. I'm hoping to, especially once I shake the last of this cold. I've been so stir crazy. You know, I was all prepared to get out and do stuff this winter, and life kind of got in the way. So yeah, there's that. We did get out and go skiing. I'll see if I can't put a little clip of that at the end of the video. But yeah, that's all we've really been able to do this winter, and so I'm stir crazy. So I really want to get out and make some videos. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be more videos to come once I get over this cold. But that's where we've been. Yet on another life event hiatus. But yeah, you know, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. We'll try and get videos up as soon as possible, and as always, get out there and keep exploring.